My name is Detective Rachel Morrison, retired NYPD. I'm writing this because the State Department won't. Because the universities won't. Because 1,847 American students are still missing. And everyone pretends they never existed. It started with my niece. Jessica Morrison, 21, junior at Northwestern University. Dean's List, pre-med, full scholarship. Perfect student. On January 15th, 2025, she left for a semester abroad in Prague through the Global Scholars Exchange Program. She texted me from O'Hare Airport, boarding now. Prague, here I come. That was the last real message I ever received from her. For the first week, everything seemed normal. Daily Instagram posts. The Charles Bridge at sunrise. Coffee shops in Wenceslas Square. Selfies with other exchange students. She looked happy, excited, but on January 22nd, something changed. She posted a photo of a building that didn't match Prague architecture. Brutal concrete, Soviet style. The caption, found the weirdest part of campus today. Building Q7, not on any maps. The door was open. I commented, be careful, Jess. She replied, it's fine, Aunt Rachel. There are other students here. That response came at 3:47 a.m. Prague time. Jessica was never a night owl. The next day, another post. The same building, but from inside. A long corridor with fluorescent lights. That institutional green paint that screams 1960s Eastern Europe. But what caught my eye were the bulletin boards on the walls. They were covered with flyers, all in English. Welcome class of 1987. Spring mixer 1992. Y2K preparation meeting. Class of 2005 graduation info, 2013 orientation week. Welcome class of 2019, all different years. All perfectly preserved. Jessica's caption, this place is like a time capsule. Other exchange students have been coming here for decades. I zoomed in on the photo. In the background, barely visible, were students. But their clothes, one wore a Letterman jacket that screamed 1985. Another had that distinct early 2000s fashion. Cargo pants and a popped collar. I called Jessica immediately. The call went through, but the voice that answered wasn't hers. It was hers but older. Tired. Aunt Rachel? Jessica? You sound different. I've been here so long. Or not long at all. Time works differently in building Q7. What do you mean? You've only been in Prague a week. A week. A year, a decade. It's all the same here. We're all here. All of us who found the building. Jessica, you're scaring me. Where exactly are you? I'm in Prague. But also, I'm in Moscow. In Budapest. In Warsaw. In Berlin. Building Q7 exists in all of them. Same building. Same rooms. Same program. The line went dead. I tried calling back. Number disconnected. I called Northwestern. They had no record of Jessica being on exchange. I called the Global Scholars Exchange Program. The number led to a disconnected line from 1973. I'm a detective. Was a detective. I know how to investigate. I flew to Prague myself. Charles University had no record of Jessica Morrison. No record of any American exchange students this semester. But when I showed Jessica's photo around campus, one old janitor went pale. Siehst in Gebq Q7, he whispered in German. They all go to building Q7. Where is it? He drew me a map on a napkin. His hands shook. It's been taking students since 1947. First, the Soviets used it. Now, something else uses it. The building was exactly where he said it would be. A brutal concrete structure, seemingly abandoned, tucked behind the main campus. No signs, no windows on the first floor. Just a single door marked Q7. The door was open. Inside, the corridor from Jessica's photos stretched before me. The fluorescent lights hummed with that specific frequency that makes your teeth ache. The bulletin boards were there, covered with flyers from different decades. But now I could see them clearly. Every flyer had the same contact name at the bottom. Program Director, Dr. Edmund Blackwood, that name. Where had I heard that name? I walked deeper into the building. The corridor seemed to stretch forever, longer than the building could possibly be from the outside. Doors lined both sides. Each had a nameplate with a year, 1947, 1948, 1949. Continuing to 2025, behind door 2025, I heard voices. Young voices. American accents. I opened it. The room was full of students. Dozens of them. All around 20 to 22 years old. All wearing clothes from 2025. Jessica was there, sitting in a circle with others, all holding hands. Jessica. She looked up. Her eyes were wrong. Too old for her face. Aunt Rachel, you shouldn't be here. You're not part of the exchange. Exchange? What exchange? A young man stood up. Preppy, handsome, Cornell sweatshirt. The real exchange program. Not students between countries. Students between ... times. Between dimensions. Between states of being. We're the payment, a girl from Berkeley added. America sends its brightest every year. Has since 1947, part of the deal. What deal? Jessica stood slowly. The deal that keeps America the superpower. The deal that ensures technological advancement. The deal that maintains the timeline. In exchange for what? Us, they all said in unison. 1,847 students so far. The brightest minds of each generation. We study here forever, learning things that haven't been discovered yet, solving problems that don't exist yet, creating solutions for crises that haven't happened yet. But you can leave, I said. The door is open. Jessica laughed. Not her laugh. Something else using her voice. The door is open, but we can't leave. We're not fully here anymore. We exist in the spaces between. Part of us in 1947, part in 1987, part in 2025, part in years that haven't happened. Yet, I grabbed her hand. It was ice cold. I'm getting you out. You can't. Look at your phone. I pulled out my phone. The date read, January 22nd, 1987, then flickered. March 15th, 2003, then December 3rd, 2047. Time. Doesn't work right in building Q7, Jessica explained. We're scattered across it. I'm talking to you in 2025, but I'm also attending orientation in 1992. I'm also graduating in 2008, I'm also arriving for the first time tomorrow. This is insane. A new voice spoke from the doorway. Older, authoritative. Not insane, necessary. I turned. A man in a suit that seemed to shift between different eras of fashion stood there. His face was ageless in the worst way, like he'd lived too long and forgotten how to look human. Dr. Blackwood, I presume? Edmund Blackwood, yes. Program director since 1947 and 1887 and 2087. Time is flexible when you know how to bend it. You're kidnapping American students. Kidnapping? They all chose to come. Filled out applications. Wrote essays. Got recommendations. The Global Scholars Exchange Program is very competitive. But they don't know what they're signing up for, don't they? Read the fine print, Detective Morrison. He handed me a brochure. Glossy, professional. Global Scholars Exchange Program. Expand your mind across time and space. At the bottom, in tiny print, participants agree to multi-dimensional, Study programs that may extend beyond traditional temporal constraints. Return to originating timeline not guaranteed. This is evil. This is necessary. Where do you think America's innovations come from? The internet? Developed by students studying in 1969 who had already learned networking in 2001. The atomic bomb? Perfected by students who had seen its devastation in future timelines. Every leap forward, every technological miracle, it comes from here. I'm taking my niece and leaving. You're welcome to try. I grabbed Jessica's arm and pulled. We ran down the corridor, but the building had changed. The hallway branched and split, became a maze. Doors opened onto impossible rooms, a lecture hall that stretched up infinitely, a library where the books wrote themselves, a laboratory where students from different decades worked on the same experiment. We ran past them all. Students from the 1950s in Letterman jackets, from the 1970s with long hair and bell-bottoms, from the 1990s in grunge flannels, from the 2010s with smartphones that connected to networks that didn't exist yet. Finally, we saw the exit, daylight beyond the door. We burst through. We were in Moscow. The sign read Q7, building Q7. It's the same building, Jessica said. Every exchange program in every country leads here. We're all here. American students, British, German, Japanese, Russian. All the brightest. All feeding something. Feeding what? Progress, innovation, the future. We're processed into pure potential and fed into the timeline. Our minds, our creativity, our youth. It's fuel for keeping the world moving. Forward, that's not possible. Check. Your phone. My phone showed CNN, the headline. Northwestern student Jessica Morrison wins Nobel Prize. The date. October 10th, 2047. Another headline. Dr. Jessica Morrison, 21, announces cancer cure. Date, June 3rd, 1962. Another, Morrison algorithm prevents World War III. Date, August 15th, 2089. I'm everywhere, Jessica said. Everyone. Doing work across all time. That's the exchange. Our parents think we're studying abroad for a semester. We're studying abroad for eternity. I pulled her back through the door. We were in Prague again, then Berlin, then London. Always the same building. Always Q7, there's no escape, Jessica said. Once you enter, you're part of the program. I looked at my hands. They were flickering, aging, and getting younger simultaneously. I could feel myself spreading across time. Part of me investigating Jessie's disappearance in 2025. Part of me preventing her from leaving in 2024. Part of me warning her in 2023. No, I said. I'm not a student. I didn't apply, didn't you? Blackwood appeared again. You investigated. You researched. You sought knowledge. That's all the application we need. I ran. Left Jessica. Left the building. Made it to the street. Real Prague. Real 2025. But when I returned to my hotel, my laptop was open. On the screen, welcome to the Global Scholars Exchange Program, Detective Morrison. Your multi-temporal investigation has been approved. I flew back to New York immediately, but at JFK, the customs officer scanned my passport and frowned. Ma'am, this passport expired in 1987. I looked at it. He was right. Then it flickered. Expiration date, 2045. Ma'am, are you feeling all right? Yes, sorry, jet lag. He let me through, but I could see it in his eyes. That look people get when reality glitches around them, but they choose not to see it. I'm home now. But I'm also not. I'm investigating Jessica's disappearance, but I'm also preventing it. I'm writing this in 2025, but also posting it in 1995 on a forum that doesn't exist yet. I checked the statistics. 1,847 American students currently in the program, but also zero, but also infinite. The State Department knows, has always known. It's part of the deal made after World War II. Or was it World War I? Or the Civil War? Time bleeds together when you know the truth. Every parent who sends their bright child on an exchange program should know they might come back. They will come back. They never left. They never return. They become part of the machine that drives progress forward. Their youth, their brilliance, their potential, harvested and redistributed across time. Jessica still posts on Instagram. Every day at 11:47 p.m. EST, always the same caption, having an amazing time, learning so much. The photos show her in Prague, but also Moscow, but also a city that hasn't been built yet, but also ruins of a civilization that fell before recorded history. She's 21 forever, and aging rapidly, and never born, and always dying, and perpetually studying. That's the exchange. We send our best and brightest, and in return, we get the future. We get innovation. We get to remain a superpower. The real question is it worth it? The answer is, it doesn't matter. The deal was made, is being made, will be made. Time is a circle and building Q-7. If your child is considering studying abroad, check the program name carefully. If you see Global Scholars Exchange Program, know what you're signing up for. Know that the photos they'll send will be real. The messages will be real, but they won't be. They'll be in building Q7, existing in all times and no time, studying everything and nothing, becoming part of the engine that drives human progress. And someone, Dr. Edmund Blackwood, is reviewing applications for next semester, and last century, and next millennium. The program never ends. It never began. It always is. My phone buzzes. A text from Jessica. Aunt Rachel, I'm graduating tomorrow. You should come. The date of the message, June 15th, 1987. Also, June 15th, 2025. Also, June 15th, 2156. I'm going to the graduation. I went to the graduation. I will always be going to the graduation because I realize now I never left building Q-7. None of us did. You're reading this inside building Q7 too. You just don't know it yet, or you've always known. Time will tell. Time is told. Time is telling.